What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast, where we review movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jazz.
And I'm Jason.
And we are here for our side quest reviews for Daredevil, Born Again, Season 2, Episode 6. I'm like, which episode are we doing? We are here. We got our brother Anthony from Talkin Ish, a podcast amongst friends, to join us in this discussion for Episode 6. Now, Anthony, I am going to start with you. Mm-hmm. Of course, last week for episode 5, we ended with Vanessa passing away due to her pineapple allergy because Fist felt the need to get her some of that pineapple juice. And so Sis is no longer here, and we see the aftermath of how he is dealing with her passing. Now, we see him in the hospital beside her lifeless body, and he is comforted by the doctor. Were you expecting this scene to end how it did?
When I saw that hand hit that shoulder, yes. We saw in episode 5 one of the best rage bait moments of television history. Mm-hmm. And this episode showed the consequences of that rage bait. And I think I felt bad for that doctor, because I know the doctor, he's very spiritual. He showed it in episode 5, because he said, I forgot all the holistic lines he was saying, but it was that one part where he said, death can't kill love or something like that. I'm like, dude, you're not realizing who you're talking to.
Right.
Vanessa was Wilson's real world interpreter. She made him understand and broke down how the world works, even when she turned into Lady Kingpin. I don't say Queenpin because she was handling business in the previous season. You are not her. And the fact that you were trying to be poetic and comforting to an entity that does not want it. The fact he crushed him, I went, okay, that's classic Kingpin. Like an anaconda, a boa constrictor.
Right.
You know what? The attention to detail of seeing the broken blood vessels around, under his eyes. I'm like, oh my god. Wilson. I said this in the Discord. The streets are going to run red because we are now in Devil's Reign. And I'll be damned, it did. And poor Buck, sometimes you just got to say no, Buck. People are going to look for that doctor.
Buck is never saying no to Fist.
No.
Buck already knows, like, all right, so I got to go ahead and clean this up. This up.
I love his little shrug, too. When he looked and he just went, all right, shit, let's go. We got to make it happen.
I just got rid of a body in my trunk. Now I got to take another body out. Like, what's it, Daniel? Let me call him, see if he can help me out. But
get your thick ass up, Daniel. Devil saw. Pick your poison.
But when I saw this scene, when he was comforting him, I was just like, see, this is why I don't comfort people. Like, nope, I'm not opening my arms, giving you no hug. I'm giving you your space to process. Because my thing is, I'm sure you've heard about this dude's track record. But I guess he felt like he's vulnerable. He needs somebody to comfort him. Like, no, absolutely not. So,
So wait, Vanessa... I didn't know that Vanessa was allergic to pineapple juice.
Oh no, I just made that up because the thing is, she said
that is hilarious, and I knew that's what she was going. Anthony, you failed. Oh my god.
Hey. I have my moments, Jason. Damn it.
Well, I mean, because the thing is, she said she wanted pineapple juice in the last episode, and he told her, it was like, well, you don't drink it because it makes your lips itch.
Tingle,
which could kind of show like an allergic reaction. So, but she was just like, go ahead, give me a whole bottle of it. And that's probably what took her out of here.
Not
Who
not the
knows?
piece of crystal that was lodged into her temple.
Nah, it definitely wasn't that. The doctor did a great job with the surgery. It was definitely the pineapple
It's the
juice.
pineapple
One can hope. And that, I said, whenever he said one can hope she'll be okay, I said he just sealed his fate. Good day.
Yep.
Right. I would have left.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, it's time for me to bounce. But he thought he was safe. Terrible assumption to make. But Jason, we are introduced with a past character that has crossed Matt's path. Jessica Jones. What did you think about her introduction and what she was able to bring to this episode?
I felt as if the way they reintroduced her into this series was amazing. Although the action was off the scene, we got to sit with Danielle, which we know who the father of Danielle is, because when she does talk to Matt, she does say somebody that I'm close with has aligned with Kingpin. I wonder who that was.
Do we know? Yeah, we're answering.
Jason is like leaving us in suspense. We can't see your face, so I don't know what kind of
shit!
reaction.
I thought one of y'all was going to say. I thought one of y'all. I thought.
I'll say it. Okay.
I thought one of y'all was going to say it, but it's Luke Cage.
Yeah,
it's Luke Cage.
Wait, Luke Cage is
Danielle's father.
Mm-hmm. And Danielle was the daughter that was in the house?
Yeah. You didn't see a little black baby?
Little girl.
Black, but okay, I might have to go.
Mama white, daddy black.
I ain't know where that baby came from.
But also moments of Ice Spice.
But I think I probably got to episode 6 of her show, and I never watched The Defenders.
Her show, okay, I would say her show really doesn't matter to that part of it. Like I think like he's like in the first or second episode of it, and then they have sex, but then he goes away. So them having that baby would have happened like when the show wasn't on, technically.
Right.
Okay. So that's Luke Cage baby.
There's also a time jump as well from the Netflix series to this one. So there's like a 5 or 6 year jump. So it makes sense Danielle is around, 5-6 years old. Or maybe a little younger. I think she's a little younger.
So she has some powers in a sense. Okay, so that makes sense as to why she wasn't very like urgent or cautious of her playing with that device that the soldiers threw into her house.
I'm gonna say yeah. But again, this is a kid that just saw something that beeps. And it took her attention away from the dolls she was playing with. Mm-hmm. So I
am in agreement with Jazz, because when she picked it up, I said, "Oh, she got powers already." Because why are you running around with this and your mama not? She has no sense of urgency of what was thrown in the house. She just kind of allowed it to be thrown in there. I didn't know if it was a tracker or a bomb. I wanted it to be a bomb because I wanted her to blow up. Like, oh my god, that was fun. Do it again. That would have been fun.
Oh man, and you never know, man. We might get another time jump in Marvel, and she'll take a certain mantle that'll really piss off the comic book nerds.
Lord,
we'll
don't
see.
Piss them off.
No, we must. It has to happen on a daily basis.
I thought they loved this interracial couple though in the comics. It seems because they always keep this. This is like one relationship they always bring. They
love the couple. They love the couple. They just didn't like what Marvel Comics did with Danielle, with the baby. Okay. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
The baby is very important.
I know.
Danielle is very important in the comics. So
that's what I'm about to say. And it'd be dope if they was to keep the storyline for the movies, but I know they're not. But just going along with the baby thing. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
To the other interracial couple that I hate, and I'm here to hate on, to show hate, to bring hate, because that man don't deserve BB. I'm right here. What's going on?
Got you thinking about yourself. Jason's like, BB, let me come save you from this man.
Let me save you from this boy. Let me be him.
So
Wow.
this is definitely the second episode in a row where I'm like, my sister BB is putting herself in danger. And I'm like, please do not fall for it, my good sis. And she didn't. She didn't.
No.
But she still got caught up.
That kind of irked me. Because why did you keep it in your jacket?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Because it was like a few days had went past. Because like Vanessa died and then they had her funeral. So at least 72 hours passed. Why is it still in your pocket if you're going to be around Daniel as much as you are? And he saw the flash drive go into your pocket. So
you know, y'all think y'all asleep.
Y'all
wasn't asleep.
Are you directing that at women? Like
I'm directing that at women. Yes, that is women. You know, y'all think y'all asleep.
Look, Jazz saw that situation. That would not have been in my pocket. I would have took that out of my pocket as soon as I got to the house, and there would have been some Kleenex and some church mints in that pocket.
But I gotta say, I do love the fact that she is the Wilson Fisk, aka Max Headroom, you know, situation. But now it's like, oh, wait a minute, hold up.
So Buck suspects her, but I'm curious how long
Buck's paranoid for everybody.
I get it, except for Heather.
We know why.
I mean, she's distracting him a little bit, but he sees
also
the trauma.
Have beef with Buck. I want to be Buck in this situation. Yes.
Damn, Jason.
Oh, okay.
I know,
right, sir.
The selfish side of me is coming out tonight because I seen that scene and I got up from my seat and I was like, "Why is my chair wet?" I didn't understand it. I didn't understand.
Not wet. You a nasty ass man. That's sick. You are sick. You saw her.
No.
You saw her choking Buck, and you was just like, "Jason, calm down, calm down." Was that you?
Jazz, I was over my knee, like, "Oh my god, what is this doing to me?" Like, what's happening?
Look, look, Jason. I'm not gonna lie, man. That was intense. It was very. No, it was an intense scene, but I think it's the way old girl played it. The way she was breathing, the way, like, the look in her eye, her lips, like she wanted to kiss Buck. Like, I think she was getting hot in the ass.
That is a perfect way to do that scene because, like you said, Anthony, I don't know if you watch it, but she was supposed to kiss him, but they chose to go a different route to show the affection that they have for each other. So the choke is what they chose as opposed to the typical kiss.
I think it looked great. I thought it worked. I was like, well, somebody needs to sit on a block of ice because their ass is hot. And I think Buck was having a little David Carradine moment. I don't give a damn what y'all see. Buck's little Buck was going.
I think that scene right there solidifies she's entering her villain era. When he said, "Show me," and he pulled her hands up to his throat. Yep. Like, and it's like Jason's image right now, and she was just making that eye contact. I was like, y'all niggas is nasty, and y'all in Fisk and Vanessa's bedroom doing this
after she was stealing stuff. After she was stealing, don't forget she was in there stealing.
She was in there taking earrings.
Well, she took an earring, and if you notice the color of it, it was white and red, Muse. But it was also something of Vanessa's that she wanted for herself because she had grown fond of Vanessa, which kind of weird. You're a therapist, hon. You were their therapist. So I don't know. Maybe she might become a kleptomaniac. We don't know yet.
I think she's falling deeper into her villainy, and Buck is going to help her get there. He's going to make it safe for her to get there, and she's going to embrace it.
Jazz, are we talking about being villains or a sex party? Tell me. Come on. What are we talking about right now? You said you're going to make sure it's safe there.
Both. Both.
One in the same.
He is making a space safe for her in both levels. That's all I'm saying. Like, he would have just let her sit there and choke him out the whole time. And she ran out the room. Like, sis, he gonna call you later that night and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
Let's go to Red Lobster.
Get some cheddar biscuits. Not the cheddar biscuits, Grandpa.
You got bitches with cheddar baked biscuits, Grandpa.
But
oh man.
So, Anthony, what do you think about Karen in this episode? Because of course, last episode we saw her see Matt bring in Bullseye, and of course she hates him because of him killing Foggy. Mm-hmm. So seeing her character, because I feel like Matt was trying to gaslight her in this episode, because he's just like, Karen, this is not you. This is not who you are. And she's just like, yo, fuck all of that. We need to kill him because he's killed so many of our loved ones. Like, what do you think about her character?
First, I want to say, and I always miss her name because I think of True Blood, her character in True Blood before I think of her actual name. But Deborah Ann Wool, she acted her ass off in that moment. And I loved every second of it. When she told him straight up, you see, this is why we in the shit we in. Because just like every superhero, I can't kill. And then that decision brings a dire consequence. Spider-Man didn't stop the robber. Uncle Ben took a dirt nap. You know, which we call it. Let's call a spade a spade. Matt didn't skewer.
Bullseye.
What's his right name? Bullseye. But what's Bullseye's right name? Dexter. He didn't give Dexter the old 1-2, fall on a spike or whatever. He didn't skewer his ass. And look what happened. Foggy took a bullet. Every time a hero makes a decision not to take out a villain for the long sleep, Batman, Robin, Jason Todd, Joker should have been
out of here.
Met his maker. So yeah, I totally understand. I felt her, man. Like you could see the pain, even when she put the gun to Bullseye's head, and he's like, "That's it, yeah, do it. Give me sweet release." And I tripped out, man, when Matt hit her with that damn baton. I was like, "God damn, you broke her hand."
I was so pissed. He was just like, "This is not you. Like, what are you doing?"
Nah, dog.
And I'm like, no, because the thing is, you keep certain individuals like this alive. Like Matt has saved Fist so many times, but I understand his position. It's just like, well, if we kill them, how are we different from them? Yeah. Right. I hear you, but is it worth not killing them and letting 20 other innocents die? To where it's just like, well, if you go ahead and nip them in the butt, then those people could survive. Imagine if Mark and Invincible never killed Conquest. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was game over.
Or any of those people or villains. It's just like, you have to think of the majority, which is why I understood where Karen was coming from. And the fact that Bullseye killed somebody she loved, who she was close with. I would say she took too long to pull the trigger.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you sitting there contemplating.
Dramatic effect, because now are you ready? Now you've done it before. You turned Wesley into Swiss cheese, but that was out of fear and survival. This right here is not fear. It's not survival. This is, do you have it in you to take a life for revenge, pure, unadulterated revenge? And the more she kept talking, the more she was talking herself out of the deed, if you think about it. Because Bullseye was giving her every opportunity.
Yeah.
He ain't had a loose tooth, so he couldn't spit a tooth in the eye. So he had nothing. He knew he was ready to go. And all she had to do was just bang, game over. But she couldn't. And I think what she told Matt was a foretelling to what Matt was going to hear again from a certain person near the end of the episode.
Yes.
And I thought that was perfect. It took I know you're going to get that, so I'm going to wait.
No, go ahead. Keep cooking.
It took the person you love and the person you despise to tell you about yourself. And we don't even know if the motherfucker gonna listen. That's what's ticking. It's kind of ticking me off because look, I love Daredevil. I love the comics. Matt Murdock, just like every superhero, has that dilemma, but it becomes nerve wracking.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see the destruction that's going on. Sometimes you will have to play the creator and the destroyer at the same time, judge, jury, and executioner.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta go.
For him to be like, what if we never met? Like, we both should just leave New York. And I'm just like, why would he make this deal with you? Like, he has nothing to lose. Yeah. Nothing. He lost the one thing that meant the world to him.
Yep.
So, and let me ask you this question because Jason asked this last week. Now, because I know that you're deep into the comics, is her dying a canon event for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
so
a very
always
fixed
has
point.
To happen.
In some cases, they don't really speak on it, or they'll do like a flashback. Like if you read old Kingpin, like I know most people won't go and look for his first appearance in I think Amazing Spider-Man number 50. They allude, but they don't flesh out Vanessa until later, like the late 90s into the 2000s into now, and I think what makes it even so much better is because of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse made it a focal point of the story.
Right.
Wilson trying to cross dimensions to find another Vanessa, and somebody said, yep, that's a fixed point. You're not walking away. And somebody on X said, Kang's hand is at work in the sacred timeline. He's that's playing crazy. That sacred timeline. But that's how you get true Wilson Fisk. You're never going to have that. Oh, yeah, nice guy. Really loves the city. Wilson Fisk does not give a damn about the good citizens of New York City at all. I don't care who you are. Big Willie does not give a good damn. It's profit, man. It's all about profit.
But then also we see in this episode where Fisk moved all those guns for Mr. Charles to his task force. And he moved them out of there. He just like gave it to his task force. And Mr. Charles was just like, this motherfucker right here. Now
his phone call was cold as hell. You stole from me.
He hung that phone up. He said, boop, I ain't got nothing for you, player. So like, what do you think the repercussions will be from him, I guess, kind of betraying Mr. Charles?
Never mess with the federal government, but you should never fuck with the CIA. That is some next level. We're not just going to make you disappear. It's a complete wiping out of your existence, and Mr. Charles in the comic books, he was kind of a ruthless MFer. But I think the way Matthew Lillard is playing him, it's almost like, oh, Shaggy got a government job. But Shaggy did some things, in the CIA. He did a lot of covert operations, high off his mind. So I think all of that is going to come to play because I think that, this is episode 6? We got 2 more episodes of insanity. And I think when Mr. Charles, he's already made his play on the governor.
She done pulled her support.
Yep. So you have no backing. You are back to square one of the original Daredevil series, which was, I think, based on the Fall of the Kingpin / Fall from Grace storylines. And I think this season is more of Devil's Reign. We're about to see some really crazy stuff. So now you have the street element versus the government element. It's not going to end happy for nobody. Nobody's coming out smiling unless you saw the Spider-Man trailer and you saw a huge spoiler.
That pissed me off so bad. I was telling Jason that a few weeks ago. I was just like, that did not have to be in that trailer.
Nope. But
It
that
did
is
not.
Sony. That's Sony.
I'm just like, what? Like, why would you put him in there? Why? If you needed to watch two other projects that came out before this movie, there was no point of having him in that trailer because you could have easily sold it without him being in there.
Well, I think Frank being in it is okay because everybody knew he was going to be in the movie. It's another part that spoiled some things.
Hopefully, I don't think I've seen it, but
then I won't tell you.
I hate that I saw Frank in that trailer.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Anthony. I was just sitting here and I was just like, why the fuck is Frank in this trailer? I just feel like sometimes they give us too much too early when they don't have to. Mm-hmm. And that's just my feelings about it. And I know a lot of people disagree. It's completely fine. You can disagree all you want to. Some stuff I feel like you don't have to tell us. I don't need to see certain things a year in advance. No. Like, but it's just a
you'll hate Mike Coulter right now. Just like a lot of people are hating him for what he did. Of a certain picture he took and posted. Pissed people off. They were happy, but he spoiled something that's about to happen. And people were like, oh, this is what we're doing? Is this what we're doing, Mike Coulter?
I'm just like, come on, like, y'all, stop, please stop, man. Let us build anticipation. Let's have something to look forward to. But
I love the fact that throughout this whole series, we are starting to see the black paint chipping away every episode on his suit, and the old red is starting to peek back out. So it's almost like it's giving us
he's trying to find.
Yeah, like he's trying to well, it's called Born Again, which was another series in the Daredevil comics. It's him being reborn into, the hero he's supposed to be, which is why I think his whole, Karen, that's not you. That's not you. He still sees Karen as this sweet, loving, not afraid to put herself on the line to rescue others, but she's not a killer. He still sees season 1 of the Netflix, Karen Page.
But it's like she's been through so much, and our experiences shift us and shape us to who we become. Mm-hmm. She saw Froggy get killed in that street, and the man that killed him, you brought to our hideout. And you're trying to
drop him off a building.
He's still alive. Like,
True.
Anthony, let me ask you this, because this is a question that me and Jason spoke on a few weeks ago. Let's just say somebody take you out, and that person end up with your crew, end up with the ladies at Talkin Ish, and they just like, well, he took Anthony out, but we need his help, so we gonna let him roll with us. How you feeling looking down at that shit from heaven? I ain't gonna put you in hell in this scenario. I'm gonna put you in heaven in this scenario. How you feel looking down at that shit?
I am just gonna say straight up, call one of my favorite angels and just say, give him lifelong yeast infections.
Not bad credit, not bad love life.
That's all going to happen from that yeast infection, because they won't be able to cure it. They're going to have bread and muffins.
Oh, God.
And they're going to make bad decisions. Well, they already make bad decisions. That's why we call it poor pussy management. So, no. Y'all can have Talkin Ish when I go. But just know, I will haunt you. I will haunt you in the form of a lifelong yeast infection. Just straight up.
It's straight crazy.
Up. Yeah,
but
I don't care.
Jason, are you back with us, my brother?
Yeah, man. Phone. I thought my headphones was dying. It was my damn phone that was. Well, so shit. I'm on my tablet now. Though. So okay. Yes.
Well, glad to have you back. We were discussing Karen and how she was reacting to all the things and decisions that Matt has made in this episode. And how it's, putting him in a situation of, Karen, this ain't you don't want to kill nobody, we trying to do the right thing. And Karen is having the conversation with him of, yeah, fuck all of that, because this one life you're trying to save is going to ruin hundreds. So how do you feel about her character in this episode?
I get the conflict, or why she's conflicted, or well, she's not really conflicted. She wants to do it, and but she wants to do it under his name. Like, I want to carry this burden for you, type of a situation. And again, I always say a man gotta have morals. That's what makes them different from who they fighting against. If we begin killing people, too, now we all on the same. Now we on the same side of justice, and that's not how it works, in my personal opinion.
Right.
Yeah,
now, you got a strong point. That, I mean, they have a moral code.
Yeah. Jason, I have a question for you. Do you feel like that Matt was gaslighting her when he was just like, Karen, this isn't you. This isn't who you are, when she was trying to kill Bullseye?
She's not, because she's not a killer. And yes, she did kill somebody, but again, it's either you or me. One of us ain't leaving this room. One of us can. At this point, right, she's sitting here with the person that is restrained. They can't do anything. He's just sitting there. So anything that she does at this point, it's torture, because she's going beyond. Like, if somebody's restrained, and that's brutality at that point. So that's beyond the line. So at that point, I think it's the thing to save her soul. Now, I think she would have probably been okay, because like, he's balancing the scales, she's balancing the scales, because she's avenging Foggy's death. But
right,
Matt can't make that happen because of Foggy and Foggy's death. And Foggy may be the same person to probably work with that person. Karen is just the person that was fucking Punisher. It's his fault. She's the way that she's that way. It's Punisher. Frank Castle is the issue. That dick.
Well, I do have it in my notes that the moment where Matt was just like, Karen, this isn't you. That right there was the moment where that pushed her into Frank's arms. She was just like, all right, you're not about this fucking life. Frank would have killed this nigga.
You saw.
Karen, I get it, my sister. I get it.
Things had to happen. Things needed to be done. Frank got them done.
Yeah. And Frank wasn't, out here saving lives of full-on villains. That's Matt. So I definitely get it. But Anthony, so we saw BB and Daniel, and we went to his mother's house. It was his birthday and everything. And of course, Buck kind of told him how to go fishing in a way to try to see if BB is the one who was providing, is the mole. Did this episode cause you to have any type of, I guess, remorse or kind of feel for Daniel's character, because you saw how he was with his mother, and then like when BB went to his childhood bedroom, like, did it cause him to have like a soft spot in your heart?
Because Daniel, and look, I'm gonna be honest, episode 5 showed just how dedicated Daniel is to be in something that he knows is wrong. I don't care what he tells himself. This is Wilson Javon Fisk.
Javon.
Okay.
I'm good.
The world know this motherfucker is dirty. Dirtier than Pigpen in the Peanuts comic strips. You knew what you were getting into. And I think Daniel reminds me, and I'm going to just say it. I don't care. Make it political. Daniel reminds me of these maggots. He as much as he is a lovable person, as much as he has this little childish, this cherub face and the little kitty smile, he is a maggot. He is a Fisk lover. He sees everything that's going on, and he still plays. He still plays with it. He doesn't care. He likes the fact that he has a title. He's from Staten Island. No diss to Staten Island. It gave us two of the greatest things ever. Force MDs and Wu-Tang Clan. As you can see, I have the shirt. But again, it also produced Daniel and his mom. And we saw what was in her front yard hanging. And that is like a lot of Staten Island residents. A lot of them got a certain, badly built orange president name in their yard. So, I had, serial killers have childhoods too. May not be as fun. It might have got stilted, abuse or whatever. And I'm not making that lightly. But no, I was like, oh yeah, Daniel's regular. But he's still doing some stupid shit. He's running with the wrong crowd.
Right.
He kind of gives me. Remember in Penguin, the guy that was running with Penguin, the black guy who was an innocent kid.
Yes.
And at the end, he got. But Daniel reminds me of. He kind of reminds me of like Penguin though, because he's playing so many different sides, and it kind of almost depends on who he's in front of. On the cool. If he was Fisk, he riding with Fisk. If he with BB, for the most part, he's riding with BB. But with that gun in your face, I'm riding with the gun
you're right.
at this point. Cause now I done played the Fisk long enough. Now you got to pick a side. If BB died next episode, me and Daniel gotta fight. Me and Michael got Michael. We gonna fight.
I feel like they definitely playing with us when it comes to BB and if she's going to survive this season. So I don't know. I would be a little hurt if she does die, but I think Buck is definitely going to try to get her out of here. But I also can see Daniel risking his life to save her and Daniel dying, which I'm more so on that side.
I said that too, but they were kind of treating it as if he was going to be Fisk's surrogate child. That's what they was kind of treating it like. Right. But if Daniel ended up leaving this season, either way, I would be shocked. I would be like, holy shit. And just based on this being episodes, what the fuck is going to happen in the next 2 episodes? Nigga, these niggas fought. Nigga, it's been 12 years. We finally got a fight, and that motherfucker was everything that I thought it should have been.
I told you, man, this felt like a season finale and not just a regular episode. This could have ended the season, and it would have been. I
would have been right.
I feel that way. You don't. I would have been right. I feel that way.
No, I would have been rioting if they would have ended anything else on the cliffhanger the way they left this motherfucker here.
Right. See, you got Karen out there in the street getting caught by the police. You ain't feel your wig come off.
Karen, see, you want her to, but she want to be a killer though. That's a killer though.
Yeah, and you see, that's why Matt told her, "You are not like this. This is not you.
You should not have been out there."
Yeah, or she should have did what she had to do. Run. Let what's old girl name? Annoying
McStuffins. Annoying McStuffins. I am so sick of this little girl. Like,
what? Okay, well, were y'all? I know I was hoping Claire was coming back. I thought we'd have had a Rosario Dawson.
Man, Jason does not like Rosario Dawson at all. He is a Rosario Dawson hater.
Shame on you, lover.
I wouldn't be mad if she showed back up.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? She would have been perfect to come back this episode to fix up Bullseye.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would.
But when he said I had a friend, I was like, oh, cool. We getting Claire. The night nurse is back. And then it was Soledad. And I was like, okay, it tracks. Soledad is a nurse. All right, I'm cool. But I really wanted Rosario Dawson. But it's okay. It's okay. The world didn't end. Wilson Fisk punched through a damn brick wall. And all is right. All is right in the world.
I thought it was funny when he threw Daredevil up against that painting that he bought from Vanessa. he seemed to react of like, why did you break the fucking painting? Not thinking like, well, you threw him over there and like beating his ass and blood is getting on the painting.
Matt and Punisher hate this painting. He beat not Punisher. He beat Fisk ass in front of that painting in season 3. This season he got his payback back. Payback back. You know what, bitch? Why? They just gonna fuck this white paint up. I'm like, it shouldn't be no red on it, but it's kind of still alluding to the muse as well.
That's true.
In a kind of a way. And that was a great detail y'all called as far as the black peeling off the red. I didn't notice that until I'm looking at Jazz's picture right here.
Yeah. Throughout the show, it's peeling off, and it's starting to reveal more of the classic Daredevil, motif, but also I'm trying to get it kind of feels like he's coming out of this dark space. Yeah. Because last season was, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it until, dog, you're going to have to do it.
Right.
It needs to be done. And now it's more of, all right, I'm in it, but I'm going to do it for the right reasons. And I'm going to be a beacon, because it's the whole, what is it? Rebel and resist, or resist and rebel movement. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's hearing his calling. And the suit is showing that he's coming out of that darkness. Because he's out in the daylight now. He may not. It don't matter to him. It's all nighttime for him.
Anthony, that man can see. He can see. That man can definitely see. But before we wrap this up, I do want to ask, like, Anthony, do you have any theories going into episode 7?
I have a crazy theory that we are going to get a little hint of defendery with the Defenders. I do believe, and I know it, folks will say, bull, that's not happening. I think we might get a little Luke Cage in Harlem. That's just me. That's my theory. But I also feel that this may be crazy.
I'm here for it.
But I think a certain Greek assassin might be coming back. I think it's time for the two pieces. We don't know who was side and who was main. They need to meet up. I think Elektra and Karen might meet each other in the next episode. And to be honest, that's just fan fiction for me. That's a fan hope. But
Jazz mentioned Elektra last episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna see a war. I think we're gonna see war in the streets now. Because what's the leader of the AVTF? I can't remember his name. Is it Carson?
I don't know. He's like the biggest hater from the series.
Right.
In my eyes.
He killed the snitch. Well, he killed the mole.
Yes.
And now it is. I'm trying to see. I know Jessica's powers. Was that? Oh, he tried to say something.
Powell.
And then
Powell.
Okay, that's right. All right, Officer Powell. All right, okay, thank you. I think there's gonna be a war, and I think there's gonna be more to. I don't think this is the only Daredevil Kingpin fight. I think it's going to be a lot more brutal. I don't know how much brutal, because the one we saw in this episode, Kingpin was flinging his ass. I thought Matt was about to choke him when he did the crisscross with the wires.
Mm-hmm.
But it was to pull him forward to give a classic comic book cover or comic book insert that actually happened, where he gave him the knee to the jaw. So, yeah, I think we're going to get some more fighting, and I don't think this season's going to end on a happy note. I don't think so.
All right. Jason, do you have any theories?
Yeah, hear me?
Yes.
No. I don't have a clue because with Karen being kidnapped, they're going to be able to now shut down whatever plan Matt had going forward because Karen is a liability and she might need to be let go. I don't think they'll do that, but I just said Vanessa was holding Fist back. I think this is what's holding Matt back. And I know you mentioned what's coming forward because we do know some of these characters are in other projects already, and we see that. So I don't think Fisk makes it out of this season. I don't think he's going to die, but I don't think he's going to be in the next season in this same role. I think that's going to change for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
I definitely don't see Fisk being the mayor. I think that's done, especially since we saw his assistant giving Spider-Man the key to the city.
That's the part I was talking about.
It's stuff like that. So I'm just like, why are you showing me this? You know what I mean? To where it's like, of course, your fans, we're going to connect the fucking dots. Because when the Punisher series drops, we're going to connect those dots into Spider-Man. So it's just whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't hate it.
I do, Jason. It's okay.
Because I think for me, it's the thing, like, she's just a character. Does she have to be somebody of significance in that? Now, because we're on episode 6, now we can say, oh shit, the governor wants her to be the mayor. Is she going to be the mayor? Well, but that's what allows that. But that allows for that connection, and it allows for the people that's watching to be like, holy shit, what's going to happen in Spider-Man? So we was going to go see the movie, but it drives you to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, it just answers questions for me that I know that she is not going to die in this season, and that her position is going to be increased, and Fisk is no longer going to be the mayor. Like,
did you expect her? She hasn't been threatened in this season at all, like she was in season 1. So I never thought that, but I never even put 2 and 2 together until I started watching this season. Even though me knowing her from the previous season, that was just a black woman giving him the key. That could have been Miles' mama. I know. Watching the goddamn episode.
My nigga, not Miles' mama. All right, we not doing that. No, you was wilding. But no, it's just my thing is, just don't show me something when it's 2 projects that I need to watch to get to that. That's my only critique. That is my only issue. And I know some people is just like, oh, it don't matter. Like, come on, y'all. Stop. Like, but that's just me.
I will say this though. Going back into the show, I know y'all got you've got your pet peeve with that situation. I agree. How loud her and the governor was talking at the repass. Wilson's right there. Why are y'all making conniving deals loud like that? Let's be quiet. Whisper that.
I can see Fisk killing the governor as well. Like, I honestly can see that happening. These are just like all assumptions I'm coming up with because I've saw the Spider-Man trailer. Like, I mean, it's just, but we'll see. But these are very good theories. Was there any other scenes that y'all wanted to discuss from this episode?
You have this, but also Charles, but the fallout from Charles' weapons being stolen is also got to play out too. So that's why I think Fisk is probably going to be on the run a little bit. Not on the run, but he's going to be kind of out of pocket a little bit too.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because in all honesty, Wilson is powerful in New York. That power don't go anywhere else. And when you're dealing with the CIA, they don't care how powerful you are. These folks have taken down nations. You think they can't stop a fat ass mayor in New York?
We are not body shaming, Anthony.
I'm not body shaming. I'm just calling it what it is. Your big ass may be big in New York, but you really are a little fish when it comes to fucking with the CIA. And the man is sitting in the governor's mansion, drinking the bourbon that he gave him with no shoes on. How you make your fucking self comfortable in my house? No.
He did that
No.
shit though. He did that.
He did.
But we definitely have something to look forward to for episode 7 of Daredevil Born Again. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us for this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
This was great. For anybody who was listening, y'all please be sure to check out our side quest reviews that we did for episodes 1 through 5 for Daredevil Born Again. It's on our streams, on our YouTube. Y'all go ahead and check those out. And we also have side quest reviews for Invincible season 4 in its entirety. We were able to finish that up. And then we also have The Boys, the final season, for our side quest reviews. So y'all please keep a lookout for that. On top of our regular episodes that we drop every Tuesday, we just dropped episode 202, the Super Mario Bros. Galaxy. That is also available on our streams as well. This is the Was It Good Though podcast. I am one of your hosts. I am Jazz.
And I'm Jason.
And until next week, y'all stay up. Don't stay down. Be sure to hold your crown. Until next time, cheers.